Our first guest tonight is a galaxy-guarding, raptor-wrangling, shoe-shining superstar. His new movie, The Electric State, premieres March 14th on Netflix. Please welcome Chris Pratt.
My favorite part.
Did you guys practice that? Because
yeah,
that
thanks, guys. That rehearsal we did over the weekend really paid off. Thank you for that.
It just goes to show you the really successful people prepare.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Separations
hey,
is the
congratulations.
preparation.
I know you have a new child since last I saw you.
Thank you. Thank you, yeah.
How old is he?
Ford.
4 months old.
Ford is 3 months old. His name is Ford, but
Ford.
3 months, I was saying, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
3.
He doesn't get confused by that, though.
No,
not at all.
Yeah, he's 3 months now.
You got a boy, 2 girls, boy, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack, 12, Lila, 4, Eloise, about to be 3, and then Ford.
I remember Jack was like 4 years old or something. I think he came here with you to the show.
That's right.
Is he helping you, or is he of no help at all?
He's my accountant.
He is.
He's helping. He's got the books cooked, though.
Yeah, you know what?
We're done.
I don't think there's anybody checking anything at the IRS anymore.
Yeah, we got it. We're good.
Fine.
Yeah.
And Ford, is he sleeping? Did you have the diaper thing going on? What's happening?
He's a really, really chill baby. So he's sleeping, you know, I sleep through the whole night. It's great, yeah. But Mama's breastfeeding, and so she's up every couple hours. But he is really chill. He's not colicky or anything. He's not super loud. Nice. He's got this look on his face at all times that I just call resting bewilderment face. He's like this. He's like, like everything he sees, he's like, yes, this is great.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, and they're just watching. Like, I had my nephew on my lap for about an hour last night, and he's just watching your mouth. It seems like they're watching your mouth to see if they can pick anything up.
I think so, yeah. He just gets so excited to communicate. He starts babbling, and then he does have this, like, furrowy brow periodically he puts on. I don't know, he's just great.
Do you help, like, with all the swaddling and the changing and that kind of, those duties?
Yeah.
Literally.
Duties? Yeah. Well, you know, it takes a team. We've got a lot of them, and so, but yeah, he can deuce, I'll tell you.
Oh, he can? Oh,
yeah.
Must be very proud.
Yeah, oh yeah. He didn't get my eyes, but he got my long butt crack.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a genetic thing. And I'll tell you, most of it goes up. I don't know why.
How do you know it's long? Like, I have no idea if mine's long.
Oh, you'd know if it was long. That's one of those things you just know. You look around and you go, I think mine's a lot longer than that.
Is that a family trait?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
My dad had a long butt crack.
Did he?
Yep. He was a contractor, and my brother and I would go work for him. And plumber's butt, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Plumbers, their pants hang down. He'd have his pants jacked up, he'd still have plumber's butt. And I remember one time we were doing this like log cabin, and he was leaning over, and he's all ornery and grumpy, and my brother was taking like handfuls of sawdust and sneaking over and just like dumping it into his butt, thinking he'd react, and he didn't react. Then he did like another handful, didn't react. Then he walks over like a 16-penny nail. He's like, bloop. Didn't react. Never heard a word. My dad, and he must have routinely had sawdust and 16-penny nails in his underwear, because I feel like it's the kind of thing you go, hey, what the hell? But no, not him.
Wow.
Long butt crack.
Not even afterwards. Didn't notice it, huh?
Didn't know. No.
Do you find yourself parenting like your dad did?
This is deep.
Okay, yeah.
I'm glad we're going there. Right, somewhat. I find my instincts come from my dad.
Yeah.
And so in some regards, I'm kind of moving away from them in various ways. You know, I have, like I said, 2 sons, bookending 2 daughters, and so I don't really know how to parent my daughters in the same way that my dad parented me, because he was really tough. You know, he's an old school guy, and I was pretty scared of him for the most part. I had that kind of fear that I was born, you know, and raised in a way that you respect your parents. You would never say no. and in a way, I kind of felt like maybe that compromised my connection to him in a way. So I'm trying to do something a little different, but the result is they do not fear me at all. I'm like, I don't want them to fear me, and I'm like, oh, I guess that means they don't listen and they don't.
So you don't get, you get no,
I get no respect.
No, I don't
Yeah,
either.
I'm Rodney Dangerfield.
It's as if I'm a ghost in the house sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? And so if you tell them, like, no, don't do this, they just can't carry on.
Completely.
Good, I'm glad that happened to you, too.
Yeah, she's like, my daughter Lila is very tough. And she'll say something, you know, she's sweet, but she'll say something like, I'll cut your eyeballs out. Yeah, I'll go, all right. Please don't do that. I'll tell you one thing that's beautiful. She's gonna have no problem saying no to a man growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
No, you're right.
So, yeah.
And you know why? Because she'll be in a woman's prison.
Because you can't talk to the warden that way. They're wonderful. I love them. They're great.
Your brother-in-law, Patrick, was here last week.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're aware of this. I assume you must be aware of it because Arnold Schwarzenegger is his dad. And he said when he was a kid, Arnold had a very overt way of parenting, which was if, like, they didn't make their bed, he would go grab the mattress over his head, throw it out the balcony into the pool.
Yes.
And if, like, even other kids came in and left their shoes scattered around,
straight to the fireplace.
the fire.
Yeah.
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 So that's something to think about.
I could try that.
Maybe have Grandpa come over, ride over on his little donkey or something. Teach the kids.
Opa, burn the shoes. I think Catherine inherited some of that sort of Austrian toughness, and so maybe in that regard, it's why as a parenting team, she kind of is more of the authoritarian, really.
I see.
So she gets some of that. So
they
the
listen
girl,
to her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way that's better, and a way that's worse.
Yeah. Yeah. We get some authority. It's just all at mom.
I learned something about you. I feel kind of surprised that I didn't know. This is a video that I guess I didn't see it the first time around, but it went around quite.
When you say to someone you hate what? Anyone trying to make turn your way? One resolve things to burn your way, but just cut your tape of NWA. One day I was walking by with the walking off when I caught a guy giving a knock on out, dragging him off with the parking lot. You know.
It's very good, actually.
Thank you.
I thought you were lip syncing at first.
You thought I was lip syncing?
Yeah, you sound just like Eminem. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. Well, I spent like 2 years in a van smoking weed listening to Eminem when I was 18 to 20. Before I found Jesus, Jimmy, okay? And other kids learned, I guess, biology at college or, you know.
That's what you learned.
I was learning how to rap.
Record your own rap songs?
I did.
You did? Oh, you did.
Yeah, no, I did. I had like a season in my life. I was about 22 or 23. I was doing a television show for the WB in Utah called Everwood.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes. No, claps. But it was, some 20 years ago. And yeah, I had like a computer and a little studio set up in my office. And I remember I recorded some tracks with.
Do you remember any of them?
Oh, yeah, I could, yeah.
Oh, you do? Could you just give us a little bit?
A little taste?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, please.
It's embarrassing. All right. I see a lot of white people in the audience. Don't start clapping on the 1 and 3. That's going to mess me up. You know what that means? No.
No.
Okay,
Just
so
throw
imagine
your hands
this.
in the air
1,
like you don't care.
2, 3, 4, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what every white person does when people start singing. It messes up the artist. You don't want to do that, white folks.
Yeah.
You go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Go ahead, give me like that. Hold on. Right. Listen, it's like I just smoked up to right again. It's the middle of the night again. Hey, I'ma set the session right again. Put the pen to paper and it gets me all excited. And I scribble, I dibble dabble in hip hop a little like a fiddler on the roof. It ain't a fiddle, it's a mic. And if I do it right, hey, probably gonna hurt a little. Jimmy Kittle, listen attention.
10 years sent to the outer dimension. My pension is paid and my rent is on time, right? But money may just take me to new levels of tension. And every last sentence included the future, the pencil, the truth. And it crazy cranial brain retention by two with double identity. Please tell me when does he stop? And if he doesn't stop, so what do we...
Wow. I feel like I don't know you at all. Well,
I'm putting my gold chain back.
let me tell you
I
something.
feel like all the white people learned something tonight.
Next time the kids aren't listening to you, just bust that
Yeah,
right out.
yeah.
Chris
They're gonna be so
Pratt is here.
embarrassed.
His movie is called The Electric State. We will be right back.
Thank you.
That was unbelievable.
Get down here.
Back your truck.
Hey, Lemonhead, you looking for trouble?
Back off.
Kid Cosmo's your pal.
What the hell are you doing in the back of my truck? What do you want?
There's trouble on the moon.
We need to get to the X.
Who said anything about going to the X?
You did, and he did.
Yeah, we were pretty clear about that.
You were. But it's fine because I don't care. I know what you guys do. I know what you sell.
So?
You can stay here with your bot. I'll go with my bot.
No, you're not. The X, kid, it's not some spring break hotspot. Only thing you're gonna do in there is die.
That is Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown in The Electric State, which you can see on Netflix March 14th. This is adapted from a graphic novel, right?
Yeah, that's right. Simon Stolberg is an author or an illustrator who created this incredible graphic novel, and it's a really cool movie. It's sort of in the aftermath of this robot uprising, but set in an alternate version of the 1990s. So imagine the 1990s, so all the nostalgia of that type of a movie in that time frame, but in a world where these like super cartoonish robots do everything in the service industry for people. So like, it's a little bit hard to explain, but it's like an epic family adventure. It's sci-fi. It's super funny and really moving as well, and visually truly remarkably stunning.
In the graphic novel, does your character have the handlebar mustache?
Well, in the graphic novel, the character that is Millie's character and the Kid Cosmo robot is part of the graphic novel. My character is not part of the graphic novel. My character is something that they introduced in the script. But no, which is great. I got to really imagine who this guy is and start from scratch. And so I had sort of based him on some people.
Who'd you base him on?
When I was about 7 years old, I lived in Anchorage, Alaska, and my family moved all around, and we lived, the five of us, in this small apartment in Anchorage, and my neighbor at the time, because I was 7, and the world is very small when you're 7 living in Alaska, my neighbor was David Lee Roth.
What?
That's what I thought.
Oh.
His real name was Kenny Gundacker. But David Lee Roth was on MTV, and this guy with this crazy blonde hair and like tiger striped stretch pants jumping on a little mini trampoline playing electric guitar in the backyard. He had a band, and he was always jamming, and he was really good shredding his electric guitar all hours of the night. And in hindsight, it felt like he was 40, but he was probably like between 18 and 20.
Right, yeah.
And the guy was an absolute hero and a total icon of the 80s. And
Really?
so I was like, I'm gonna base this character on what I remember of Kenny Gundacker, who incidentally, as I looked him up, because it's been decades since I've even thought about him, is he's passed away now. So so rest in peace, Kenny
You
Gundacker.
didn't rap? Did you record any rap albums with Kenny, or was this?
No, I couldn't afford Kenny.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the writer. I didn't have enough. Yeah, no.
Well, I bet Kenny would be pretty happy you've immortalized
rest
him in
in
this
peace,
film.
Kenny.
Will you be in the Avengers movie? I know you were across the street with the Russo brothers at their Hand and Footprints star ceremony.
Yeah, I was.
Is this something you can share with us? Will Star-Lord be a part of this?
At the end, for people who know the Marvel world, we did Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was the last time you saw Star-Lord, and there was a promise that Star-Lord would return.
The legendary Star-Lord
will return was the promise. And so all I can say is we will make good on that promise.
but maybe not in this movie.
I feel like there's a Marvel sniper somewhere.
Yeah, there is. There are. There always are.
There always, no, I can't say. I will say no more.
All right. Do the Marvel people know you can rap? Because I feel like you could work that in too. I mean,
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know if Will is into rap music. Maybe now they'll watch this, so maybe they'll find out.
Well, it's great to see you. Thank
Always
you for
good to see
coming.
you,
The
brother.
movie's called The Electric State.
Check it out.
March 14th on Netflix. Chris Pratt, everybody. We'll be back with Drew Carey. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.